Isolation day 75, Monday the 1st of June. It's been glorious weather-wise. I hope everyone else is doing well and you've been able to spend some time in the sun. I haven't been able to spend a huge amount of time. I've been working quite a lot as it's month end. The only thing I wanted to talk to you about today is food, basically. I wanted to show you a few pictures of some food that I've been eating and really just say that it's been an absolute pleasure the last few days, because I'm past week 3. I was on meal plan 2, and meal plan 2 was predominantly legumes and beans and green vegetables, lots of spinach and lots of bits like that. Now what I've done this week is, and I'm only on Tuesday, but I've made sure I've eaten a good amount of fruit, and I've also, as I promised and as I said to you I would, I've been introducing fruit as correction doses. The only time I get a bit concerned about fruit as correction doses is where I'm in the 2s, because I really do want to take jelly babies to increase it significantly. Today I had 60 grams of carbs for lunch, and I piled up the fruit, absolutely piled it up. And as I said to you before, when I started this, I was really concerned about having spikes in blood sugar. Well, I'm not getting it at all. I piled up the fruit, and I had, here you go, you can see the plate of fruit. My blood before and after was absolutely fine. I was 5.2 before. Afterwards, my blood within a couple of hours was below 5, and actually I wasn't expecting that at the start of this journey at all. I was expecting a lot more problems with spikes and increase in blood sugars. I haven't had that at all. Now, don't get me wrong, I have been pretty vigilant on the fat intake. Let's look at a couple of other dishes. Here's a lunchtime dish. Looks great, lots of greens in there as well. Didn't have a spike. Here is a breakfast dish. As you look at it, can you do this on a daily basis? Strictly speaking, I think I can. You need to be consistent. You need to be consistent on the amount of food that you're giving, because at the moment I'm not consistent in any way, shape or form, and it's taken myself and my wife quite a long time to put the carbs together and calculate how much the carbs are. Now, going forwards, I don't see that being a huge issue, because I think what will happen is you just, as the Mastering Diabetes team tell you to do, you cook it a weekend and you build it into standard pot sizes, and then you take for that. With fruit, I think it's even easier to do. Don't get me wrong, I think in the mornings you'll have to make the fruit, but actually I don't see that being a massive issue whatsoever. I've got to say, I'm really impressed with this. I'm really pleased with the way it's working. And the other thing that I'm standing by now is that NutriCheck is superior in carb counting than Chronometer. One of the things I've learnt is that I feel much more comfortable with the carbs that NutriCheck are giving me. And I think the major reason, as I briefly mentioned to you when I started using it, is that I'm scanning the barcode on the back, and it's actually showing me a picture of the packaging, so I know that. And then what I'm also doing is looking on the back of the packaging and comparing it to the carbs, and they're bang on. That gives me confidence. That makes me feel happy. And actually what I'm also noticing is I'm not having the horrendous lows that I was having before. So my bloods are starting, my insulin adjustments are starting to work. Much happier with this. So tomorrow I'll give you a bit more of an update and actually show you some of the decision trees. Okay, tonight I'm just going to be pretty happy, and I'll show you once more. I'll show you the picture of the fruit that I ate today. Happy as can be with that. Have a good night. Look after yourselves. I'll catch up with you all tomorrow.